So, good morning, Nicola. Firstly, I wanted to thank you so much for your time and giving me this opportunity to spend some time and gain some leadership insights from you. So, thank you so much, Nicola.
You're welcome.
And Nicola, you being a head of transformation, you have led through disruption and many transformation projects. So, I just would like to get some insights. What leadership qualities really helped you during those challenging times?
For me, heading transformation and having a number of project managers and program managers that work for me, I think what was always key was advocating for my team. So always supporting the team, understanding what needed to be delivered, and then giving my team enough freedom to be able to sort of use their own skills and qualities to really excel. I think advocating for a team is really important. With a lot of transformation projects as well, I've worked with multiple suppliers, and I think when you all work together in a very collaborative manner, that's really important as well. I truly believe in sort of treating people how you wish to be treated.
Yeah, I can very well relate to what you are saying, being worked with you for so many years. And I just wanted to know whether did you have any leadership beliefs in you during the initial part of the career, which you have to unlearn through your experience?
I'm not sure I had any sort of leadership beliefs. I suppose with anyone, you sort of have, you can have a lot of imposter syndrome. So I had to sort of constantly sort of tell myself, believe in myself, and sort of make sure that I was, I can do it, and always sort of tell myself that, I'm here for a reason, I'm good at my job, I'm good at what I do. So I think that's more, I've had to sort of learn to be more confident in myself rather than any leadership beliefs that I've had to unlearn. I'd say that learning, and particularly having 2 children and going off on maternity leave, that imposter syndrome, it comes back, and it comes back probably, bigger and uglier. And it did for me each time I had children. So learning to be confident in myself and what I can deliver has been important at various stages of my career.
Thank you. So that's a very helpful insights that you have shared, and thank you for being so transparent. And Nicola, this leads me to my next question. As a woman leader in a senior leadership role, what are all the invisible barriers that you have to break? And how did you do it with the grace? You always have a grace in doing things. How did you manage that? And what barriers did you have to break?
Yeah, I mean, it does still feel like there's a sort of ceiling for women, especially with the need for flexible working, wanting families, wanting to, not only have a family, but be present and constantly present in your children's and your family's life. So I think the whole piece around flexible working, etc., that has been a sort of barrier that I would say can be quite difficult for a woman or anyone that's a primary carer of children. And so navigating that, spending time away from work, to have your family through maternity leave, another barrier. But also women are very different in their approach, etc. And I think we can present barriers for ourselves. For instance, people say that a woman will look at a job description and think I can do only 25% of that. This job isn't for me. Whereas a man will say, I can do 25% of that. I'll apply for that job. So I think barriers present to ourselves. Also, something that I think of is it's not as usual for a woman to be sort of direct and forthright, particularly in meetings, and you have to sort of make it's hard. It can almost look like aggression, and it's sort of navigating that part as well, where the expectation and the unconscious bias is that a woman wouldn't necessarily be as direct, forceful in the way they talk, and it's navigating that as well, I'd say.
Yeah, to a certain extent, helping yourself, right? What beliefs you have, how do you gain that confidence and see a situation differently as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Having very closely worked with you, Nicola, I've observed so many times you're a person who always appreciate people's efforts, team's efforts. What does nurturing talent means to you?
Oh, it means everything to me. It really does. I think I've obviously had a long time in Santander. Without the team I work for and with, I wouldn't have the happiness that I have every day of, my working life. Within my team, I feel psychologically safe, and I try and encourage that with all of my team. I truly believe in recognising efforts. If someone does something and that improves the business, then that's perfect. I don't need to do it. I don't need to be seen as the person that's achieved that. I'm happy for others. I get a lot of personal satisfaction around developing my team and watching them grow as well. Real personal satisfaction. Equally, with people outside of my team and suppliers that feel part of the team, like yourselves as well.
Yeah. And I can certainly assure you, saying that yes, the team also have the psychological safety when they work with you and your teams as well. So that's a very nice way of working, and it's very collaborative and very that I think that's the strength of the team collaboration. So that's great. And talking about nurturing talent, yes, I just wanted to know: do you think is there any misconception with young professionals about leadership, in your view? Have you come across anything like that? And if so, how can we help to gain the clarity of that misconception?
From a misconception point of view, I think it can be quite difficult when I think one of the most important things is when you trust your team. And I think if you can trust your team and you trust your team to deliver exceptional results, it makes life a lot easier for yourself. I do think that a misconception around leadership is when people and leaders feel the need to micromanage a team from lots of different angles, in terms of what's being delivered, in terms of flexible working and pieces like that, I would say.
Okay. And one last question, Nicola. When being a woman leader and being a mom, and you talked about balancing different roles, and how do you balance, because leading changes constantly, that could be very exhaustive, and you are always leading the transformation projects and constant changes along with your team. How do you balance that? And is there any daily rituals or practices that you follow that the team is not aware of, which you wanted to share it to them? What kind of practices you have?
So I always get outside. I love being outside, and I'll always make sure that I sort of hit my 10,000 steps goal, and will go out very early in the morning before my children get up, or so it's always important for me to be outside. I'm lucky I am someone that likes to be constantly busy, and to young boys and a lot on with work. Well, that happens. That's my daily routine, but I do like that. I like the buzz, the adrenaline, etc. But I do think it's really important to sort of, that take that time out and, that time to reflect, etc. and walk in nature, etc. Does that for me.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm also someone that really loves to travel. So
you have made extensive travels in the past as well.
Yeah, so where I can, that's important to me as well.
Very good, very good. And thank you for all your insights, and thanks for your time, Nicola. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.